The person who was most impressive for me in this regard was Vimalananda's junior Guru Maharaj. He's the only person that I have ever run across who had a certificate from the Archaeological Survey of India. And it said, this is to certify that Jatal Sadhu Ram Vishwambar Das was found, it did not say in Samadhi, but it meant in Samadhi, was found during an excavation in Khurda Road, Taluka of Puri district of Orissa state in the year, I think it was 1905, might have been 1904. So he had been in Samadhi in this temple that collapsed like in the year 1701 or something like that.
Really?
And he had been in Samadhi all this time. And they were excavating the temple, and then they saw, oh my God, here's this sadhu, but he's in Samadhi. We can't bring him down. So back at that time, about 1904, 1905, they had special people in Puri who knew how to bring people down from Samadhi. So they brought him down out of Samadhi. He had been in Samadhi for at least 200 years, and then there he was. He suddenly was back in his body again. Apparently, he had lived on air only after he came out of Samadhi for like 20 years, and he was living in a tree. Then he started living on a rock and was taking 1 teaspoon of water at a time. As long as I knew him, and that was 10 years. At that time, he was drinking this much milk a day, this much thumbs up a day, and he was not eating solid food except tobacco. And I don't mean he was chewing it up and spitting it out. He would get 2 big black leaves of Guntur tobacco, tear them into strips and chew them up and swallow them. So one day I was thinking, oh my God, how is he doing this? And he made it a point to monitor everybody's thinking. Suddenly he said, what's the use of eating? You wear out your teeth. And he had 2 rows of teeth. The front row was all worn down. The back row was all nice. And
There was a row of teeth behind his...
Yeah, I saw this many times. I mean, there it was. You only had to open his mouth and you could see it. So he said, you wear down your teeth. Maybe you get some disease. Maybe the food is no good. And then you wear out your digestive organs. It's better to find something really poisonous, and tobacco is poisonous. You can kill yourself with tobacco. Eat it, do internal alchemy, and then you have no problems. But I mean, literally, for 10 years, whenever we were together, he would just be eating tobacco.
Internal alchemy.
Internal alchemy.
Using yoga.
Using whatever, he never specified what it was. And if you asked, what does that mean? He would say something like, if you don't have any faith, go away.
I was just thinking that if I was a Western podcast, I would have cross-questioned you as a skeptic, asked you, how do you know if he was truly alive? But I've just come to realize in India, you never know what you're going to find.
No, not at all.
How do you explain this to your Western friends, all these things?
Well, normally I don't bring it up because people are not normally going to, it's only the people who have been exposed to enough of alternate realities, India, South America, Africa, wherever it might be,